Exploit vulnerabilities. Okay, I can't read there. Learn about some of the tools, techniques, and resources to exploit vulnerabilities. Introduction. In this room, we're going to go over some means of identifying vulnerabilities and coupling our research skill to learn how these can be used. Additionally, you will find some publicly available resources that are essential addition to your skill set and tool. Out of breath.
VR Mechatronics says, I drank 1 liter of vegetable juice and I'm full.
That sounds like a lot. Reading when you're out of breath is not a hit. And that are essential add-ons to your skill set and tools to perform vulnerability research and exploitation. You will then get to apply all of these in a practical challenge at the end of the room. Automated versus manual research, vulnerability research. So, there's a myriad of tools and services available in cybersecurity for vulnerability scanning, ranging from being commercial and footing a heavy bill to open source and free. Vulnerability scanners are convenient means of quickly canvassing an application for flaws. And I've never used one of these, so this is good. For example, the vulnerability scanner Nessus has both free community edition and commercial versions, I'm assuming. The commercial version costing thousands of pounds a year license will likely be used in organizations providing pen testing, penetration testing services and audits. If you'd like to know more about Nessus, check out Track Me Room dedicated to it. Okay, we will do that. So let's quickly look here. Tenable Nessus. So, and here we can see expert, professional, try by. So what about free? Because if there's not free, try for 7 days. Vulnerability management, try for free. So it's try, demo, request a demo, schedule a demo. So I'm not going to try like something that's hard to reach or buy something. So might this not be free anymore? Request a demo. Try for free. Can we search? No search. And I can't even click outside this. Oh, this is an annoying web page. I mean, seriously, buggy, why? And no search. Okay, so, well, I guess we'll do this, but not now. So, is this better? This is the same page, yes. First impression, not good. Uh, 1,423 days. Is Nessus free? Okay, so it's even open source. And essentials, it says here. Limited to 69 IP addresses per scanner. City of educate students, and we're starting out. So let's click this link instead. And let's assume there's a download link then. Most current version. So we're looking for a free bit. Feel free. Free of charge. So essentials. Register for an activation code. So I can do that, but not now. As a part of Tenable Nessus family, Tenable Nessus Essentials allows you to scan your environment with the same high speed in-depth measurements. So, please note that Nessus Essentials does not allow you to perform compliance checks or content audits. Live results. So I'm just interested in limitations. So we can click here and do that, but not now. So we can close this one too. This one will be in to do. Might do it quite soon, we'll see. The commercial version costing thousands of pounds. Okay, so are they UK based, or is it one who made the rule? I have detailed some of the advantages and disadvantages of using a vulnerability scanner in the table below. Advantage: automated scans are easy to repeat, and the results can be shared within a team with ease. Let's do the advantages first. These scans are quick and can test numerous applications efficiently. Open source solutions exist. Automated scanners cover a wide range of different vulnerabilities that may be hard to manually search for. People can often become reliant on these tools. They are extremely loud and produce a lot of traffic and logging. This is not good if you are trying to bypass firewalls and the like. Open source solutions are often basic and require specific licenses to have useful features. Okay, so it feels like they're talking about one above then. They often do not find every vulnerability on an application. I'm thinking open source, can't you just change it then? Sounds odd. Or does it say in the code like you can't change this because it's not allowed? Oh, so we're reminded not to forget try hack me. So we see the current status here. So I'm going to want to finish these at least today, because this is kind of basic, you know. I can hear my food in the microwave being done, but let's finish a bit. It'll just go better if it waits for a bit. So they often don't find every vulnerability on application. Frameworks such as Metasploit often have vulnerability scanner for some modules. This is something you will come on to learn about in a further module in this path. I've done those rooms. Manual scanning for vulnerabilities is often the weapon of choice by a penetration tester when testing individual applications or programs. In fact, manual scanning will involve searching for the same vulnerabilities and uses similar techniques as automated scanning. Ultimately, both techniques involve testing an application or program for vulnerabilities. Vulnerability, security misconfigurations. Security misconfigurations involve vulnerabilities that are due to developer oversight. For example, exposing server information in messages between application and an attacker. Broken access control. Vulnerability occurs when an attacker is able to access parts of an application that they're not supposed to be able to otherwise. Insecure serialization. In the insecure processing of data that is sent across an application, an attacker may be able to pass malicious code to the application, where it will then be executed. Injection. An injection vulnerability exists when an attacker is able to input malicious data into an application. This is due to the failure of not ensuring known as sanitizing. Input is not harmful. If you're keen to learn more about these vulnerabilities, the OWASP framework, top 10 there, will be useful to read for you. Try it even as a room. Yeah, showcasing the top 10 vulnerabilities outlined by OWASP, and I've done those. Answered the questions below. You're working close to a deadline for your penetration test and need to scan a web application quickly. Would you use automated scanner? Yay, nay. Yay. You're testing a web application to find that you're able to input and retrieve data in a database. What vulnerability is this? So, web application, and find that you're able to input. So I'm just saying what they mean, like simple injection, right? You manage to impersonate another user. What vulnerability is this? That's a copy long word. Probably not quicker. Let's check the hints too. So there are hints for how to find the answers. Finding manual exploits. Rapid 7. Much like other services such as ExploitDB and NBD, Rapid7 is a vulnerability research database. The only difference being that this database also acts as an exploit database. As difference to the one we just had recently called ExploitDB and search for vulnerabilities in. Okay, using a service you can filter by type of vulnerability, i.e. application and operating system. Isn't there exploits in that one, right? Oh, whatever. Additionally, the database contains instructions for exploiting applications using a popular Metasploit tool. For example, this entry on Rapid7 is for WordPress plugin SP project and document. So someone searched for this. So it's a plugin called this. Okay. When we can see instruction on how to use exploit module to abuse this vulnerability. Okay, yeah. GitHub. So should I like have this? There's a link, no? Well, let's actually look at these two, right? Because this is a place to search. So we want it in the list in our notes. And yeah, there. Well, we can just skip the wall bit. And do search sites instead. So here we can search for stuff. We're probably going to have to use this later, right? And maybe this is something I should use, because I've never seen it before. So it's new to me, that's nice. That's the best when you have new information. That's why I'm doing these rooms, because if I didn't, I would miss these things. And I don't know a lot yet. So, let's continue. Did I actually read this? Source code. And this is the screenshot, and there's the source code. I have to look at source code. So, I won't read that, of course, now, but sometime I must read Metasploit stuff from code. So, GitHub. GitHub is a popular web service designed for software developers. This site is used to host and share the source code of applications to allow a collaborative effort. However, security researchers has taken to this platform because of the aforementioned reasons as well. Security researchers store and share POCs, proof of concept, on GitHub, turning it into a exploit database. In this context, GitHub is extremely useful while Google exists, finding rare and fresh exploits because anyone can create an account and upload. There is no formal verification process like there is with alternate exploit databases. With that said, there is also a downside in that POCs may not work where little or no support will be provided. There's support provided for the other ones. GitHub uses tagging and keywords, meaning that we can search GitHub keywords we can search GitHub by keywords such as POC, vulnerability, and many more. Okay, so I have not searched GitHub like that. At the time of writing, there are 9,682 repositories with the word CVE. That's a tiny amount. We are also able to filter the results by programming language. Where would we want to? SearchSploit is a tool that is available on popular testing distributions such as Kali Linux. It is also available on AttackBox. This tool is an offline copy of ExploitDB containing copies of exploits on your system. You're able to search SearchSploit by application name and their vulnerability type. For example, in the steps below, we're searching SearchSploit for exploits relating to WordPress that we can use. No download necessary. Yeah, and I actually I tried one of these a bit ago, like a week ago too, and it didn't work, but the one online worked. So, what website would you use as a security researcher if you wanted to upload a proof of concept? Let's do the capitalization here, so it looks beautiful. You are performing a penetration test at a site with no internet connection. So, search exploit. Oh no, I have to do it again. So, example of manual. Exploitation. We can use the information gathered from task 2 in this room to exploit the vulnerable service. Ultimately, one of the most effective vulnerabilities that we can exploit is the ability to execute commands on the target that is running the vulnerable application or service. For example, being able to execute commands on the target that is running the vulnerable application or service will allow us to read files or execute commands that were previously won't be able to perform using the application or service alone. Additionally, we can use this to gain what is known as a foothold to the machine. A foothold is access to the vulnerable machine's console. I'm curious what's in before this in this path, because it's so basic. where we can then begin to exploit other applications or machines on the network. We're going to use an exploit to perform remote code execution on the application from task 2 to be able to remotely execute commands on the vulnerable machine. Before we start, it's important to note that exploits rarely come out of the box and are ready to be used. They often require some configuration, but they will work in our environment or target. The level of configuration will vary upon the exploit, so you will often find multiple exploits of the same vulnerability on an application. It's up to you to figure out which exploit is the most appropriate or useful to you. For example, in the snippet below, we can see that a few options have been changed to reflect the IP address of the machine that we are attacking from. So, they changed this to this, because that was not our IP. Once we have configured the exploit correctly, let's further read this exploit to understand how to use it. In the snippet below, we can see that we need to provide 2 arguments when running the exploit. URL to the application, the command you wish to execute. Sounds like a nice thing. Nice exploit. With information in mind, we are now ready to use this exploit on the vulnerable machine. We are going to do the following. Use the exploit to upload a malicious file to the vulnerable application containing whatever command we wish to execute, where the web server will run this malicious file to execute the code. The file will first contain a basic command that we will use to verify that the exploit has worked. Then we're going to read the contents of the file located on the vulnerable machine. Exploit pi. Who am I? Exploit pi flag. So, what type of vulnerability was used in this attack? Let's see, what did it say? Because types. And I learned from this that I shouldn't even think myself. I should just look for if there's something in the text. Because, exactly the right letters and whatever. Oh, they're talking about remote code execution, of course. So I was thinking they had made their own categories for something. Practical manual exploitation. So let's start a machine. Note, you will need to do either attack box or drive network to complete the task, deploy the machine attached to this task, and wait a minimum of 5 minutes for it to be fully set up. After 5 minutes, visit the web server running the machine by navigating to machine IP in the browser of the device connected to THM. So I'm going to start my so the icon is actually behind the light there to start VMware. So, well, 5 minutes, we'll see if it's like exactly the right number. So while this starts, it doesn't take long though, and it's just the web browser we want, nothing advanced. I'm going to go get my food, so I'll also make sure that these are actually up, because they might fall asleep getting my food.
Web link.
Autocar, car news. That is my dream. Okay, sure. Let's open it. Yeah, I want those too. My dream too. I agree. You could go anywhere, just explore the world, right? But I would prefer one without a tent, but an actually like more stable and, you know, warm all around the year use. I saw someone building their own in like well, I don't know what to call it. So I'm actually microwave Thai food today. So I don't want this to go outside, so I'm just going to wipe it off a bit here. There. Yeah.
When I buy one, I will come to Stockholm. Smile, smile.
Yeah, do that. Come visit. So these look very flat there. I wonder how comfy it is. So, I'll show you something. Is that the name? Yeah, I remembered.
Alright guys, so this is kind of insane, but today's video is sponsored.
So this is a fun channel. I haven't seen it for a bit though. He's got this cool, I don't think it's that one, maybe it is. It's very cool. It probably have like some, let's see, lots of cameras here, you know, with drones and stuff. But he also has. So I think this is the thing, you know. So they have like a kitchen and everything too, and then in the back there are. It looked great. So I can scroll here forever. So, what should I search for? I don't know the name of it. I used to watch him all the time. Why am I not doing that anymore? Because I'm very focused on my studies, I guess, right? So this is 5 years ago. Nah. He also have another channel.
I can't buy it for now because I have to finish school, pick up diploma, and move to Germany.
Oh, so you're moving to Germany when you're done? You've decided? I'm curious why you wouldn't study then in Germany. Is it worse? If your plan is to move there? Is it more expensive? Is it free in Denmark too? As in Sweden? So, great channel, check it out.
Yes, because it's 50% price in Germany.
50% more than, I guess, right? Not 50% less. Then you would be there. So we have waited for 7.5 minutes, not just 5. So we also need to log into the VPN and the machine and stuff. So and eat. But I was going to eat when this one was finished, so I just got the food here. I'm just starting the VPN. And then we go to... come on. There. So I don't think it was active, but I was typing just
in
there.
Denmark 1.000.000, in Germany 400.000.
Oh, you mean the van? I was talking about education, about the price of your education. And I'm assuming that if you want to do it in Denmark, there's some reason for that, you know, instead of Germany. Because I guess that the same education would be available,
Yes.
right? Yeah, so we're just about to... We should just go to the web page, they said. So let's go to the web page. I always open the terminal at once. I'm copying the IP. Come on, maximize. Oh, we have lots of Valley ones left. Let's close a few Valley.
If I'm in Denmark, I can't use here.
What can't you use here? And if you're in Denmark, what can't you use? And here, how? So let's go to the page, and we have to turn off burp because it's not on. So welcome to Semantics Bookstore. Okay. So I'm assuming we want to search for the online bookstore. Find the version of the application. That's the first question, actually. So let's... Oh my god, can't I just copy this? Okay, I'll type. Isn't worth the trouble. v1.0 there, so just put the first answer. Now use the resources and skills from this module to find an exploit that will allow you to gain remote access to the vulnerable machine. So here's this we can copy. And we can just search here too. So I recognize this because I've used it. So I guess we'll just copy this. Copy. But I guess it's already in my machine, right? And it doesn't have any CVEs. Is this like a fake one? So put in there to be an example, right? Might be that. So sorry, I have to click here, there, paste, and when we save this as pi, so what did they? Yeah, author Tiberius. So I'm just thinking what to name it. let's call it online bookstore 1.py, and it can be there. It's okay. Then we get the nice formatting. So let's just check. Add argument URL action star URL to the target. Attempting to upload PHP shell. So let's just run it, you know. And I did save it here.
Aimjij says, best viewers on, web link.
So welcome in, and no ad links, but you're welcome to stay and have fun. So it's there in this directory. Python 3 online bookstore, and then it will want the IP. So, well, let's see what it does. I think it will give us information, right? Argument required. So let's copy it again. Where do I have the IP? I'm on the wrong try hack me tab. There. So traceback. Let's look at that code again. I'm a bit curious to actually find this. If I have it on here before. So, what if we were to find things? Let's try a command that I just added to my search thingies in my Linux exploration. So in here, let's see, did I add it? I think, yeah, down here. So yeah, we don't need to do grep. Search log files or binaries. So string file name, that's for strings, and then grep is for text files and logs. So we don't need so let's see if we can do this with like every pi. But I was thinking no. This will be slow, but it's fun. Sorry. This is fun and learning. So I'm sorry if it takes time. We will notice and we can abort it. Oh, what happened there? So so let's see if this works. We're just actually going to grep for one thing. I'm just looking if I can see. I think I might have edited the script. So what we're looking for, wrong machine to tab. So online bookstore. Yeah. So we don't really need to use several on there, but we can use it anyway. Yeah, let's do all of it. I'm assuming this will never find an executable with this in it, but I'm curious just to see if the command would work and execute. And this could take some time. So I have to go down and check on the food, kids' food. There's food there too. So it works so far. I have a bug here. I want a filing, right? But we'll see if it finds another one. So far it worked with one problem. I wanted to write the file name too. Didn't think of that. So this food is almost at the okay temperature now. Let's look at the code while we do this. And also we can look at the error message. So, trace back, line 28. Okay, so it wants HTTP too. No? Let's look at it. So, it's at the end, it's kind of short, right? I mean, URL. Do they mean that? I can read all of it. It's just annoying for this that I'm kind of like wanting to hurry through. But this is a good opportunity to use this though. Shift Control D. No, apparently not. No, I did Alt instead. So don't hold chopstick while trying to find keys on the keyboard. Dinner time. Sorry for eating on stream. So it's giving us 2 lists. I was like, what? That's a long list. So now it says URL. That's a bad help instruction. It should say HTTP. An example. Oh,